Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Habs, Absolute Hockey here. Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today, I know this is yesterday that happened, but today I'm gonna be making a video of it. It's late news, I know, but I want to make it because I think it's funny in my opinion. But the Leafs have fired Kyle Dubas he was the general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Started in 2014, 9 years, 10 years of being the GM of the team. And this guy, yesterday we heard that Kyle Dubas has been fired off the Maple Leafs as the general manager. And also, Jason Spezza leaves the office too. He signs out of the office. He's out of the office too. He leaves because Kyle Dubas left, he wanted to leave too. Dubas. He had Bustle kind of friendship of him. And it makes sense because I feel like if he leaves, a couple other people might want to leave. And what's going to happen now with Austin Matthews? What's going to happen now with John Tavares, Vince Martin, William Nylander? What's going to happen to them? Like, I have a feeling that if Toronto cannot negotiate during the offseason with Austin Matthews, and they can't, I can see a possibility scenario of Toronto Maple Leafs getting a package blockbuster deal is traded away Austin Matthews. I can see it. I can really see it because Austin Matthews and Kyle Dubas have a bond and friendship going on, and they were good. They were pretty much good friends in that. And if Kyle Dubas left, I have a feeling that's going to be hard to discuss the contract with with Matthews. That's what I think it's going to be. I had a feeling if Kyle Dubas leaves, gets out of here, Austin Matthews, it's going to be a hard time to get him back to Toronto Maple Leafs because, like I said, they have friendship going on. They were buddies. And if I saw Kyle Dubas come back, I could see I saw the big chance of Matthews coming back if that happened. Gets me sad, but it didn't happen. He got sent out. They agreed upon to let him go, and yeah. And I don't see, this is a possibility scenario. If I'm the Leafs, would I trade the core four? Not all of it, yes. People say blow the core four up. But what I think is you get rid of Matthews because it's the easiest scenario ever because easiest to get rid of out of the core four. Because he's a aspiring deal. I can see it, yeah, like, he's a good player, he'll give big value, he's easiest to move out of all the four. But Martin kicks in the no movement clause on the 1st of July. And on his 2-year left deal, his final 2 years will be a no movement clause. You need to get rid of this guy. If you want to trade him, get rid of this guy before then, or else it's going to be hard to move him. Because you're going to have to get his permission to move him. Like, you're going to have to, like, he's going to have to say, yeah, move me to this team. If they need to get his permission. And for William Nylander, 1 year left, I could see a possibility of letting this guy go too, because this is the second easiest possibility. And John Tavares, his contract, it's going to be hard to move. 11. Let me look. I think he's at 11 million contract, and it's going to be hard to let him go. 32 years old. And he's going to be 33. It is hard to let a guy go with that much contract. It's going to be hard for the Leafs. It's going to be hard, like I said. And 11 million contract, it's hard to move. It's hard to move, and this guy hasn't been producing well as 11 million. He should be over a point per game, like 90 to 100 point guy with this much money, maybe even more. And he's not even producing in playoffs. He doesn't show up in round 2. It's going to be hard to move John Tavares, and I don't see a move being done. I see this guy saying for the last 2 years, unless they retain some salary off John Tavares. And I can see a scenario they do that if they want to move him. And he has a no trade cost, so probably 10 teams he would go to. And I'm Kyle Dubas. Well, not Kyle Dubas. if I'm the general manager, if the new GM comes in and I'm the general manager, would who would you trade? Who would I trade out of all of them? I would 100% trade Matthews because I could see you getting a blower. Even though this guy said he would love to be here, just get rid of him. Get some big value. Get some big assets to your team. I could see this team also trade Nylander. 1 year left. He's a great contract. A lot of people would love to have him. Get a lot for him too because I seen him produce in the first round and then he chokes like doesn't even show up in the second round. None of these guys showed up like in the playoffs. Like second round, they don't even show up. Even the past years, they didn't even show up in the playoffs. I could see William Nylander if William Nylander does not get re-signed. No, not re-signed. I mean, if he does not get traded, in my opinion, I don't see William Nylander staying in Toronto. I don't see him. I don't see him re-signed because he'll want like. And if he wants like 10 mil, do not give it to him. Give him like maybe like an 8.5 to 9 million. That would be a fair contract for William Nylander. That would be a steal for Nylander. If you resign him. Vince Marner, I can see a possibility of this is going to be the harder one. Second hardest. Vince Marner, in no moving clause, he can only accept if he wants to go. Like I said. Do you trade Vince Marner if you get the right assets before July 1st? 100% yeah. If you get a blockbuster deal, like maybe 1 to 2 firsts, a good prospect, 2 good prospects, and a cap guy or like 2, you get the deal done. You get a good prospect, a good 2 prospects, good players, or like maybe like a replacement of that. Or you look for goalie options. Or I feel like Toronto, if Toronto's looking for some goalie options, I would deep going through free agency because let's look here. Toronto free agency goalies 2023. So if we look at the goalie options, if I'm Toronto, would I go for Christian Jarry? A guy that had some off and on, but he could use a new team. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been the greatest either. So, but like, or would you go for a goaltending too? There's not that much of a goalie option. Maybe Nedeljkovic, get a goalie. But or if I'm dumb, would you trade for a goaltender? So, for your goalies next year, you have pretty much let's look at goalies. For goaltenders next year, you have Connor Hellebuyck. Leafs, I heard Leafs wanted to go for Hellebuyck, but I don't see that because you would have to clear up, like, you would have to trade, like, a guy like Matthews. You're going to have to trade a guy like Marner to get that to happen. Or Nylander possibility. And it's like, you have to clear cap space to get these goalies. Connor Hellebuyck's going to want, like, 7.5 to 8 million. And Ilya Sorokin's going to want more than that. He's going to want, like, 6 million, 6.7 mil or something. Like, 6.5 to 7 million wage. You're going to have to come up with a trade here. They're the 2044 free agents. You're going to have to make a trade happen. I don't see I'm just giving away Ilya Sorokin, but I can see that because I heard Connor Hellebuyck does not want to stay with the Jets for the long term. So I could see the possibility of them trading for Connor Hellebuyck. And they would have to, I feel like they would have to give him a first round pick. One of the core 4, maybe. Maybe like a Nylander. Probably a prospect. To get like Hellebuyck and probably like a second and like a player. That total hisses for Nylander. That I could see a possibility of that. But that's probably a bad trade option. So Toronto probably would still say no to that. Or even Jets. But I don't see the Leafs. I don't see the Leafs getting Connor Hellebuyck. Like, there's no shot. I can see Hellebuyck go to Sabres, Devils, what's the other goalie options? Like, what other teams that want? Like, well, Rangers have Sestrokin. Couple teams in the West, maybe. couple teams have been in on Kyle Hellebuck, and it showed. Could the Boston Bruins go for Hellebuck? That could be a possibility. Because I could see a scenario of the since a lot of this year, but I could see his contract ends. His contract pretty much ends in 2024-25. He's a good goalie, but like the Leafs, if Boston's got the clear cap, they're probably gonna end up trading him. But this video is all about my thoughts about Kyle Dubas. I suspected it to happen. Like I said, I kind of suspected that Kyle Dubas didn't want to come back, or like they were gonna decide him. He apparently wanted like $6 or $7 million contract for 5 years, and I don't know if Toronto wanted to give him 5 years, and the money was too expensive. They wanted to give him $4 million for probably 5 4. I could see a 3-year deal. And if that happened, $4 million, he probably didn't want to take that. He wanted more. But that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts about it. Just a video. Hope you enjoy. What do you guys think Toronto Maple Leafs going to do this offseason? I know they'll do videos about the Leafs, but I just want to cover it. I may do like a video of what should Toronto do this offseason to like clear cap space and go for a goalie. What I think could happen. And I'm going to be making videos maybe later today, going to tomorrow as well. It is going to be videos about, like, maybe that's the players of the draft and why Montreal should go for them. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit notifications. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.